we were discussing about data types and variables, and we have seen how to declare a variable, how to initialize a variable. So declaring means you are just going to just write the data type and variable name, and initialization means you're going to set a value to it. You're going to assign value to a variable, that is called initialization. Declaration plus initialization, it can be done in a single line. Okay, if you want to, you can do it. Okay, and further, Java program execution stages. What are the different stages of execution of Java program overall? How many stages are there? 3 you've taken. Okay, that's okay. Whatever you are able to justify, that is okay. But tell me, compilation stage, interpretation stage. Compilation stage, what will happen? If compilation, after compilation is done, after successful compilation is done, the outcome will be dot class file. Dot class file. Okay. And during interpretation stage, what will happen? Dot class file will be taken as input and converted into binary language, machine code. Okay, and that will be given to CPU, and output you'll get. What is the input for the compiler? Source code. So dot Java file, that's called source code. That's called source code. Source code, whatever that we write. Okay, why Java is platform independent? Just I will give you an idea. You can take the dot class file and run on any Java virtual machine directly. You don't have to compile again and again. Java source file is there. I have compiled it. I got dot class file. After I perfectly tested, I don't have to give the Java code to the customer. I can give only dot class files. It will be installed on his server. This will run. This will run on the JVM, Java virtual machine. I will tell you in detail later. After we gain some experience only, it will be meaningful to learn about JVM in detail. Okay. So once we use experience, and then we will see. Actually, I thought of teaching you all the programming concepts at the beginning, and then I thought of starting object-oriented programming after some time. Okay. But what I found is that's not the right way to proceed as given in the textbooks. The best way is, since very beginning, we start with object-oriented programming, and the regular programming concepts will mix up, so that time will be saved, plus you can have best hands-on. Okay, that way. So we are going to experience the object flavor from the very beginning itself. From the very beginning itself, we are going to experience the object flavor. I have just given you introduction about the variables and data types, which is pretty much fair enough. We can start with object-oriented. First, I will generally tell you about object-oriented programming, and then we will experience it with practical scenarios. Okay. So it is 5 o'clock. We can start now, right? Every one of you able to hear me, right? All the students. Many students, they did not join, but we will not wait for anyone. Okay, we will start at our time. Okay, good to go ahead. I'm sorry, I should not open this Pega. Okay, so here you go now. First, we are going to discuss about object-oriented programming language. Actually, it's not language, it's a system. Object-oriented programming system. OOPS. In short, they call it as OOPS. See, you take any programming language like Java, Python, you can take C++. These are all said to be object-oriented programming language. Suppose you take C language, that is structured programming language. C is means objects will not be there. See, Java is actually structured as well as object-oriented. Means without objects you can write programs. Like in C language, there is nothing like you hear object. In Java only you are hearing. Like C language, we can write such structure-oriented programming language. Java is structured as well as object-oriented. First of all, what is that object-oriented programming system? Object-oriented programming system is a kind of methodology. Okay, it's not a technology. What is it called as? What is the difference between methodology and technology? Any one of you can, any idea? First of all, you can understand methodology meaning. What is methodology meaning? Methodology means, okay, I am a trainer, right? I am teaching Java. I have my own methodology of teaching. Other trainer may have their own methodology, but there are some trainers who can follow me, right? who can adapt to my methodology, implement the same way. Understand? So if I define, okay, anyone can teach the way they want, generally speaking. But I am following some specific methodology in the teaching and a specific pattern. Everyone can follow the same, right? Some people can follow me, right? So methodology is something, it's a kind of phenomena which can be adopted by others, which can be adopted by others. That's what methodology is, a generalized concept, generalized one, which can be taken by anyone and can implement. Now, object-oriented programming system is a methodology which has been taken and implemented in C++, implemented in Java, implemented in Python, VB, C#. All these are object-oriented because those programming languages have the flavor of object-oriented methodology. They have adopted object-oriented methodology. They implemented it in their programming language. But what is that methodology? That's what we need to learn. What are the advantages? Slowly we'll learn one by one. Okay. There are many concepts available in object-oriented programming system. Okay. What are the general concepts in object-oriented programming system? Encapsulation, inheritance, abstraction, okay, polymorphism. What else is there? Anything else? These are the main things, like encapsulation, inheritance, abstraction, and polymorphism. Obviously the concept of object will be there. The concept of object will be there for sure wherever you go. These are the concepts. So in this, we are going to first focus on understanding about encapsulation. What is the topic? Encapsulation. What I can do is, the best what I can do is, hold on. I'll create one document here. Instead of running notes document, what document I'll prepare as a theory document. Just give me a minute. Okay. I'll take it as standard document. Okay. Okay. So here you go now. So I'm going to take the concept of encapsulation. Okay. So in the object-oriented methodology, below are the concepts. First, I'm going to take encapsulation. So what is meant by encapsulation? I already told you this, but I'm repeating again, I believe. Did I tell you about encapsulation? Just a high level information did I give you anytime? Okay. So I have given it in a different way, but generally tell me what is meant by encapsule. You are going to encapsule. What is the meaning of that? You know capsule, right? What is a capsule that you are aware of? Capsule is something which is a medicine. So inside capsule, what will be there? Inside capsule, you will be having some sort of chemical composition. Chemical elements will be there. Different compositions of elements mix will be there. So without encapsule means covering. Encapsule means what? Covering. It's like a roof or it's like a box, whatever you want to say, you can say. So encapsulation is a concept of grouping of attributes plus components, attributes plus functional components. The same I told you, but I told you this one for what? Class. I told you for class, but now I am saying it is encapsulation. That's what methodology. Encapsulation is methodology that was being told in object-oriented programming system. Object-oriented programming system methodology can be utilized by any programming language. Tomorrow you are developing one programming language. You named your programming language as ABC. You developed your own compiler programming language. You have developed. Then you can adopt this object-oriented system methodology. You can implement that in your programming model. You can implement that in your programming language. Understand? Okay. So that's why a concept of encapsulation which is present in the object-oriented programming system has been taken and developed. The same concept has been implemented in a programming language way in the name of what? In programming, encapsulation is called as class. What is it called as? Class. We already discussed, without even knowledge about hoops, we started working on hoops actually. Class means that is object oriented programming, but we did not create object. But class is the concept of encapsulation. Encapsulation concept has been taken, okay, and they implemented something called as class in the programming language. They named it as class. What is the term encapsulation? What is the term class? Class is a term in programming language. Same if you go to methodology of OOPS, you'll find it as encapsulation. Tomorrow, you may develop your own programming language. Instead of class, you can say encapsule, open brace, closed brace, your wish. That's your wish. But all programming language developers are following the same thing called a class. Some other programming language, instead of class, they can say encapsule, name of the encapsulating unit, open brace, closed brace, inside that methods and all they can write. That's your wish when you are developing your own, right? So encapsulation is a concept where attributes and functional components will be grouped together. Same in programming language. In programming language, encapsulation concept is implemented. Encapsulation concept is implemented as class, like this I'm writing. This makes sense? Everyone clear? So that's what. Okay, we are already working on class since past few days. That is over. The next one I'm going to take up is object. What is the next concept? Object. I'm going to take object. But before I take object, why should we go for object? What is an object? I will tell you. In the real world, first I will explain you what is an object. Then we will think about the technology. Okay. See, suppose you want to construct a house. Okay, one building you want to construct one house. So you go and straight away construct it, or before you constructing any other task you are going to do. Before you construct a house, are you going to construct a house directly? Then first you need to draw a plan. You draw it, and after the plan is been drawn, implement the plan. When you implement the plan, from the plan you will be getting the reality. From the plan you are getting reality. Now plan is there with you, and one house you constructed. Which one is real in these two? Construction house is a real one which you can see, right? Okay. What is plan then? Plan is a kind of blueprint. What is it? It's a blueprint. Okay. Blueprint means, in your own language, I don't know whether you have experienced it or not. Today you have camera in your phone. Long back, camera used to be there with a film. Okay, that is called, when a photo is taken, that is called as negative. First stage of it is negative. From a negative, I will get a hard copy of the photo. How many photos I can get? How many photos I can get? Is it only one photo from one negative? Can we have multiple photos printed based on one negative? We can take. We don't have to take you 10 times if I want 10 photos of same, right? So similar photo I can get 10 times, 15 times, 20 times. So negative, whatever you have, is a blueprint of the physical photo, correct? Blueprint says how the physical one should appear, its behavior, its appearance, everything. Its entire behavior will depend on blueprint, right? Your plan of the house is going to bring you, when you take into action, plan you have taken into action, then what you'll be getting? You'll be getting house constructed. So this house constructed is said to be a real world object, a real world object. Then this plan is, can you do anything with the plan directly? Nothing. Plan when you implement. So add some action to the plan and you implement it, then only you will get a real world object. Yes or no? So you have plan, but you did not construct anything. Is there any purpose or usage of the plan? No use. You have plan for now. Same thing is applicable in the programming language as well. Same is applicable. In a programming language, you write the program only once. See, one plan you created. How many homes you can construct? Is it only one house you will construct? You can construct hundreds of similar houses, right? Hundreds of similar houses. Yes or no? Every time you come and take the plan into execution, you'll get one house, no? Right? So if you want house, then what you need to do is take the blueprint and execute. You executed 10 times. How many houses you will get? 10 houses. Everyone clear? 10 houses you will be getting. Yes or no? Online students. Clear, everyone? So this is exactly the same thing if you want to understand object concept. Class is there. Class is a blueprint. What is that? Class and object concept. You understand class, what is class? Okay, now class and object. Okay, here with respect to object, when you compare with object, class is a blueprint of the object. Blueprint of object. Then what is object? So now if you say plan is a class, whatever the plan, house plan is a class. In the house plan, what do you write? Tell me. Suppose if you have planned for a house, you want to construct, you have done planning. In the planning, what will be there? Okay, so first to tell me, class is concept, combination of attributes plus parameters. No? In a plan, what are the attributes? In a plan of house, what are the attributes? How many floors? That is one parameter, no? One attribute. How many floors? And then the basement, probably the basement area, construction area, total area, construction area, basement area, and how many floors? That's what. Size of the each plot, whatever you call it, one room, each room. Kitchen room size, area, and hall area, and hall, what do you call it as other one, bedroom area and other bedroom area, all this. Okay, all these again, the positions, the position, longitude, latitude, if you see what is the positioning of all this, there are many parameters. Then what are the functional components? What are the functional components here? Bedroom itself is one functional component, kitchen is another functional component. So combination of, so house plan will have combination of parameters, means attributes plus action items. Those are methods. Action items are functional components, methods. Yes or no? Same thing. Class is a blueprint of object. Class is a blueprint of object. What does a class contains? Obviously, already we discussed. Class contains attributes plus methods. Then what are you going to bring from the class? What are you going to bring from the class? You're going to bring the objects. You're not bringing the objects. There is no meaning of class in the real world. So you have a plan. You're not constructing anything. Is there any meaning of having plan? You have written a program, class, but you are not bringing any objects to it. Then is there any use? So object is real world entity. Object is real world entity. Real world entity, which is an outcome, of execution of class. Yes or no? Plan you take and make it executable. Plan you make it executable, then only you will get the house constructed. You're not executing the plan, you will not get the house. Class you have, execute the class, you have a chance of getting the objects. Tell me examples of classes in the real world. Example of class, example of object. What is the example of class? In your day-to-day life, you can, I told you one plan, I told you house plan, and house plan is class, house is object. I told you negative is plan, class, and photo, real photo is object. Similarly, you tell me one or two by identifying. Any one or two you can tell me, no? Human is an object. Okay, next. Suppose you take car. Okay, actually car is a class. Car is a class. Actually, that's what we discussed. But actual car is not a class. Car is an object. How many cars are being derived like this, created like this? Suppose Maruti Suzuki, you take any model, S-Cross model. S-Cross, how many are there outside? So many. These are all objects. For all these, same plan of construction. Yes or no? So all cars, I mean to say one type of car. One type of car, whatever you take, that is an object. Okay, that is been constructed from one blueprint only, right? One plan is there to create a car. That is actually class. But initially you don't understand if I say all this. That's why I told car itself as a class. That's okay, no problem. So you understand, right? So actually the construction design technique, whatever you have, everything, blueprint, that is class. Whatever you see, that is making it happen in the real world. That is called as object. Okay. You go to ATM, you swipe your card and you withdraw money. You made one transaction. You have withdrawn money means you have made one transaction. For making this transaction and all, they should have written some program, no? The program enclosed in a class. That is a so money withdraw process is there. Money withdrawal. Money withdraw is a class. Then what is the reality of money withdraw class? Tell me. Not cash. It's not the outcome. Whatever the execution that is happening from beginning to ending, while execution, there is something is being produced actually. See, in software, you cannot see object. Hardware, you can see. In software, you can experience it, but you cannot see. Transaction from beginning to ending happened, during execution. That time your entire data is there with the object. Entire data is there with object. Why you are not able to see the object there, generally speaking? As a developer, you will see. End user cannot see, no. That is not hardware. That is software execution. You cannot see anything unless you have UI. Only user interface you can see. Internally, what object is generating, you don't know. So transaction beginning to ending, when you execute a class, object will be generated. That generation also you have to do it. Okay. So when we execute a class, if the programmer writes the declaration and initialization of object. Initialization is optional actually. That is optional. Writes the declaration of creating object, then object will get created. As a result of program execution. Understand? As a result of program execution, object is getting created. I told that, but a programmer has to write that creation process also. Okay. So in Java, object can be created by using a keyword. I'll tell you keywords later. NEW. What is that? New keyword will be used to create an object. So object is also called as instance. What is the other terminology? Instance. So object is instance of class. Object is instance of. This is another definition. Second definition. What is an object? Object is instance of class. Actually, this is the real technical definition. If I ask you some question, you tell me with example, no problem. But technical words should come. Okay. You are speaking Java, right? When you are speaking Java, it should be in Java language or not? You are speaking English means everything should be in English or not? You're speaking Java means when interviewer is asking you are speaking Java, then speak in Java only. Means technical terminology should be substituted. Then when you talk about all this, during explanation, you talk about in general. Object is a real world entity. That is true only. But technically, you should not say the developer, I mean like your interviewer, just like that. Means your understanding in the real world, that is very good. But your spoken language should be in the same technology. That's also very, very important. Understand? If I ask you a question, what is object? Immediately you will say, object is instance of class. Object is instance of class. Okay, and you continue. Object is anything that is real world entity that we see. Object is a result of execution of class. Object is result of execution of class. You take an example. We have a plan plan to construct the house, that is class. That's a blueprint. And from that we can construct n number of houses. These are all objects. We have a plan to construct a car. Taken that, we can construct n number of different types of n number of cars we can construct. All those are objects. Understand clear, everyone? All of you clear online students the concept of object? Okay. Okay, you are good with object understanding, but why? Why do you need object in the programming language? Without object, we are able to write a program and we are able to execute, yes or no? Then why are you bringing the concept of object now? What is the reason? You understand? I'm not asking you a question. I am raising a question, making sure that you also think the same. Okay. See, you are giving me one program, write a program to withdraw money. Take the input from the customer, like what is your bank account number, what is your card number, what is your PIN number, how much you want. I'll write the logic to verify and I'll give you money. Okay, done. Then why this object again? Without object also I'm able to write the program. Frankly speaking, you can write the program. C language we are not writing. C language is doing its part in the real world, no? It's doing its part in the real world. Java is doing its part in the real world. How come it is reusable? Someone is saying reusability. How come it is reusable object? Let's think about some situation and see. We have already written some programs, no? Let's go to our programs. Let's go to our programs. Okay, Java programs. And here you go. I'm sorry. What program we have written in the class, we'll go to that. So person program we have written. Okay. Open with. Okay, notepad only available, no problem. I'll open notepad. See, in a person program, okay, let me make it big one. In a person program, we have hard-coded values. Don't bother about hard coding or giving runtime. Some variables are there for which we are giving the values. Okay. Using these values, whose data I have connected? I have collected person data only I collected. Okay, so full name of the person, age, height, gender. Now, a person can be manager, no? A person can be customer, no? Imagine there is a transaction that is going on where we want to collect that. As part of the transaction, we want to collect the details of manager. We want to collect the details of the customer. Both people we want to collect. Same program. In the same program, we want to collect two people details. Okay, now I have created for full name one variable, no? One variable I created. Full name I created. Okay. So I have collected here full name of a person. He is a manager or he is a customer. Imagine he is a manager. In our mind it is there. I did not mention anything. He is a manager. Full name, age, height, gender, email ID I collected. I am printing the same. Okay, these are the details you submitted. Next, if I want to implement the logic to collect customer details, what should I do? Can I go with this? String full name is there, no, already. So can I don't have to declare again, right? One variable I'm using once again because I have a need of using once again, right? Full name is equal to customer full name I am giving. Okay, Chandrasekhar. This is the name I have given. Similarly, remaining also I will take age. Okay, here age is equal to 23. Okay, and then height. What is the next one? Height is equal to 5.8. Okay, 5.8 I have given like this. Okay, like this I have given. Remaining two also I will give yes or no. I'll write down gender this time also is equal to same, male, and then email ID. Two times, two persons details I want to collect. That's why I am doing initialization twice. Maybe you are entering the data in real world, but here I am hard coding. Okay, chandrasekhar@gmail.com. Now tell me, if I print the values, it will get printed yes or no? The same print statements if I take, above printing will give you values of Abdul Kalam and so on. Below printing will give you the values of whatever the below values are there. This one will work or not? It will work or not? Okay, I'll write down details of customer, details of manager. Two people I am trying to take the data and run it. What is the class name? Person, okay. I'll go to command prompt. Okay, I'll go here. Okay. Java C person.java I have given. Oh, anywhere I missed out that part. Okay, no problem. I have just not given this semicolon. I missed it. Again. Okay, okay, no problem. I'll give it. What else? Oh, we have given character. Okay, then. If you have given only character, then we'll take character only. I'm giving here. Okay, understand? We have not defined as string. We have defined as character. Okay, now here you go. I'm sorry. Two details got displayed. Okay, now at the end of the day, I mean, like at the end of the program, you have data of both people or only one person. That's what I'm asking. I'm generally asking question to all of you. End of this program, do you have the data of two people or only one people in the execution? I mean, like as a result, two people. Huh? Because it has printed two people, you're experiencing it like two people. No, wrong. Only one person data is there. Simple logic. See here. Simple logic. Go to mathematics. Okay. In the mathematics, you're setting. Okay, line 1. You're doing line 1. Line 1, set x is equal to 15. This is what you have done. Okay. Just next line, print x. Print x. What is the value will be printed? 15 only. Now you have few lines of code once again. Again, you're setting x is equal to set x is equal to 25. Okay, then I am printing again. Print x. What is the value? Value of x. Is it 15 as well as 25 or just 25 at the end of the program? At the end of this code, whatever it is executed, what is the final value of x? How many values will be there to it? Only one value, no? Which value? 25. 15 is there or gone? 15 is gone. How? Overridden. 15 is overridden, no? When you say this as only one value, why are you saying these two values? At the end of the program, how many full names will be there? I am printing it. 2 times I am printing. Here also I have shown you printing 2 times only, but still you said only 25. End of the program. Why are you saying here 2 values will be there for full name? 2 values will be there for male. 2 values will be there for gender. 2 values will be there, only 1 value will be there. At the end of the program, same variable you are using, no? Above you had set 15, below you are setting 25. What is the final value? 25 only. So what you see is not real. What you see is your experience is saying that 2 values are there. I am asking at the end how many values are there? Only one. See, I collected manager data. I collected user data. That is my intention. My intention of collecting manager details, collecting user details, customer details. At the end, I have only 1 person data. Second person gone. First person gone. Second person only there. How to solve this issue now? I want both people data to be retained. Simple logic. Simple thing. Okay. Manager full name, M full name. Okay. Manager age, M age. Manager height, M height. Manager gender, M gender. Manager email ID, M. So same thing I'm adding here. No? Just like that, I'm writing actually capital M is not correct. Small m you should use. Anyhow, I'll remove it now. Then customer, what you do? C full name. Oh, C full name. When you say what are you going to do? Again, initialize or what? Yes or no? Their initialization. Okay. Now int ch, float c height, char c gender, string c email. Now I will change all this. No? Now finally in this program, if I execute this program, finally I will get 2 different people data or only 1 person data. two different, because of two different variables you have come up with. This is okay for now. Tomorrow, business has given you a requirement. As of now, in our application, in our transaction model, we are collecting two people data. Okay, but tomorrow onwards, we also wanted to collect the details of, let's say, manager, customer. Any other role you tell me? Let's say cashier. What is that? Cashier also is participating in the transaction. His details also we have to collect at some point in time. Maybe at first phase or second phase or fifth phase somewhere. Then what you need to do? Again, you define cashier full name, cashier age, cashier height. Yes or no? Will define or not? How many variables you are defining? Duplicate. You're defining duplicate or not? Unnecessarily memory is getting wasted now. How do I solve this problem without redefining the variable again and again? One variable only should be reusable. It's not a normal reusability for different purpose, different purpose, multi-purpose. Multiple purposes I want to reuse it. Understand? I don't want to define manager height, customer height, and then what is the other one? Cashier height. Cashier full name, manager full name, customer full name. How many? 10 actors are there. 10 times you are defining similar type of thing, which is actually wrong in the program. Program should be optimized in such a way that you need to achieve reusability. One concept. Multi-purpose reusability. You understand? Reusability means use it for, use it in, you see, reusability means use it here, use it there, somewhere else. Two places. It's a different. My remote is there. Okay. Remote I can use it for this TV and other TV and other room also. This is reusing two places. Multi-purpose reusability is different. Tell me. Same remote if I use for TV, for AC, then that is called multi-purpose reusability. Understand difference? Both we want. We want reusability. That should be multi-purpose reusability. Means one variable should be enough to collect the details of manager as well as customer as well as tomorrow 100 different roles of people are coming. All 100 I will be using same variable. I will not create again and again. This type of problem raise in the normal what do you call structural program. This should be solved now without redeclaring again and again. See, I am not simply telling you what is object. Object is a blueprint of class, or object is object is an instance of class. Simply I did not tell you definitions. I'm trying to explain you the reason why object come into picture. Now object is the concept which is going to solve this. Okay, how it will solve? Look at here now. I'll take a new file. Okay, I'll take here. No worries. I'll take a new file. Okay. Now here you go. I'll set the language to be Java. Okay. So class. Okay. We will give, instead of person. Person is already there. No. I'm giving person. What do you call it? Okay. Person 2. Person 1 is already there with me. Person 2. For your better understanding, means person is already there. Without modifying, I am creating another class called person 2, means second class with the same name. That's my intention. Okay. Public static void main string args. I'll tell you about the variables after this concept is over. Variables is not completed. Still local variables, static variables, non-static variables are there. Okay. Methods I did not even start. Previously, if you remember, I declared the variables here, but I'm not declaring here now. You'll understand soon. But I'm declaring somewhere. Okay, go to the other program and copy paste. So I'm a little bit lazy. Okay. Here you go. Okay. So as of now, I'm doing what? I'm just hard coding the values, means initializing the values at the time of declaration itself. Declaration plus initialization. I want to access these variables inside the static method. Don't bother about technical part. I want to access. How I will access? I'll create an object. Object can be created by using which keyword? New keyword. The syntax is class name new. Okay. Class name object name is equal to new class name. New class. Actually, this is also data type only. This is also data type only. Actually, that realization will get later. Okay. Same I am going to do now. Okay. I'm not asking you to learn anything here. I'm asking you to understand, to grasp the concept. Don't bother about whatever I'm writing. Okay. Concept, if you get it, automatically you'll be able to learn the program. Okay. So person two, I'll say customer. Customer is equal to new person two of. Okay, this is what I have. So how would I access now? These variables I want to access. How would I access these variables? System.out.println. Okay, system.out.println. I want to display the first name, no? Full name, sorry. Full name is just simply I am doing it. Plus, what is that? Customer dot. Oh, I'm sorry. I have C full name here. That's not needed. No. C full name and all previously in the structured programming. Now we are jumping to object oriented. Full name is pretty much fair enough. Generic name. So if I am going to run this now, I'll just comment all this with one variable. If I explain, or 10 variables I explain, same concept. Concept will not change. Where is the source file? I am doing it. Classroom programs. No, this is person two dot Java. Anyhow, that's getting saved as Java source file. I'll do one thing. Here you go now. Java C person. No, I'm sorry. Java C person two dot Java. Okay, Java person two. What is the next one? Java person. Okay, full name is Chandrasekhar. Okay, 1% data I have now. Where is the data now? Variable. Where is the data? Full name variable. But full name variable is not standalone here. Full name variable has its existence in the object. Object is collecting the data here. Who is collecting the data? Held by full name only. But object collects the data. I'll tell you. See, imagine you have a ball. You know that, right? Tennis ball, you know. Tennis ball. You are there just on the seashore. Sand will be there, no? Just imagine sand is there like this. Okay. Tennis ball, you just make it wet. Just douse it in the water, take it, and roll it on the sand. Some distance. Transaction begin. Transaction, you are rolling the ball. What will happen? You tell me now. What happens to the ball? The sand particles are going to stick to the ball. Beginning to ending, what it has collected, some particles it has collected and holding, no? That's a realization you should have. Anyhow, you cannot imagine and see an object. When you cannot see, what you can do, whatever that you can understand in the real life, you get. So this tennis ball, from the beginning, it created, no? It started rolling. It started collecting all the data. Finally, at the end of the day, data will all be there with this ball only, right? So object is such thing. Object holds the data. When I say variables will hold the data, correct? But where these variables are there, stick to object. Now. This period symbol is there, no? Full stop. This is called as belongs to. What is this called as? I'll write down all that in the notes. Full name now belongs to customer. Full name is not standalone, no? Full name is not standalone. Full name now belongs to whom? In this statement, full name belongs to customer, because the object is customer object. Okay, now can I create one more object for the same class? Okay, I can create one more object for the same class. Now I am going to change the code a little bit. Hard coding not good. Okay, I declared the variable. I did not initialize it. The variable. So can I initialize here? I'll try now and I'll tell you. I'll explain the concept. See, if you're taking it really from the keyboard, it will make even best sense. But still, you can understand it. Okay, you can understand it. Okay, I am simply writing Chandra. Okay, full name. I changed the value than previous one so that you can understand it's a new value. Okay, with the object I am able to access a variable with reference to object. This variable belongs to this particular. This is of this class. Person two class contains a variable. This object is which class object? Person two class. So object is person two class means the variables, everything will come into object, yes or no? In plan, whatever is there, will come into construction, yes or no? In plan I have class is plan. In plan I have one variable, no? Obviously, when you create an object, variable should come with the object, yes or no? In plan I have what is that we call kitchen. Am I going to get the kitchen in the action? When I do action, when I perform an action on the plan, am I going to get the kitchen in the real world? Yes or no? Same. The object is a real one. See, plan has a variable, class has a variable. Obviously, object will get, because this object is a result of action of that particular class. So this customer is a design time exists or runtime exists? Customer exists at design time or runtime? Runtime only it exists. Is there any so now this is without action, this class is there standalone like this. Is there any meaning of customer? When you take into action plan, this entire thing is planning. Plan you have taken into action, then you got the runtime object. That's the main one. That's the main one. Constructed house is the main one when you have a plan for it. Okay, same thing. Understand object you are able to imagine. Anyhow, you are not able to see with your eyes unless it is in the code. At runtime, are you able to see customer object? You're not able to see. So how do you imagine? Object collects the data. Entire data will be there with object only. Object oriented programming means everything will be there collected with object. You're not able to imagine. Imagine the tennis ball, wet tennis ball rolled into the sand. That will collect. Beginning of the transaction, end of the transaction. Entire data will be there with whom? That's how you'll program. That's how you'll program. Now you see. I'm going to do this second object here. I'm going to do this. Hold on. I'm going to do one thing here. System.out.println. System.out.println. Customer details. Oh, I'm sorry. This is manager with. Let's think like manager. Customer. Okay. Customer details. Customer details. These are customer details. Okay. And what about this one? Here. Manager details. Manager details. Okay. Now person to manager. Manager is equal to new person to. So now what will happen? Manager dot see small letters. I'm sorry. So this is also, it should start with small letter as a naming convention. Then manager dot full name. I'm giving a value. What is the value I can give? Kalam. I'm giving Kalam is the value. Understand clear everyone? I'm going to run this program now. I'm going to run this program now. Okay. I'll do one thing. I'll put here some space. Okay. I'm printing some space there. I did not miss any this one, right? End of the line. Java C %2 dot Java %2. So Chandra is there. Manager customer name. Manager name is Kala. Okay. Now tell me at the end of this program, how many values are there for full name? Just generally I'm asking. Only one value or two values? Two values. Two values are there in the same reference? No. Again, object is a reference to the class. Object is a reference. Instance, reference, everything is same. Terminology is different. Instance is the best terminology. Reference is a meaningful, understandable terminology. Refers to the class. Pointer, 1 pointer, 2 pointer, 3 pointer, like that. Okay. So now here, customer is one object, manager is one. Full name has two values, but full name as part of customer has one value. Full name as part of manager has another value. One property, am I able to reuse for multi-purpose? Yes or no? If I want to collect the details of third person, cashier, should I initialize the variable once again? Should I declare the variable once again like cashier first name, cashier last name, cashier full name, like that? Should I redeclare? Previously, you told no, two different persons data in a structured programming, two different persons data. If I want, two times I have declared similar variable. But now declaring it only once, am I able to achieve reusing it for multi-purpose? This is not only limited to variables, methods also it is applicable. It is applicable for methods also. Understand? But that we will see later. That we will see later. Everyone clear? Online students, are you clear? Every one of you. Just the concept explanation is important. You need to understand what is an object. Object is an instance of class. Object acts as a reference to the class. Object acts as a reference to the class. That also you can use. Where is the definition? Object is instance of class. called as object is instance of class. Object acts as a reference to the class. Okay, so class person, for example, class person. Okay, here first letter will come as capital letter, but okay, class person, public static void mean string args. I'm not writing the entire program. Okay, so here there is a variable string full name. So here object syntax, what is the object syntax? Person customer is equal to new person of. What is this one? Object creation. Object creation can be done by using a keyword new, right? So now how do you access the variable? Okay, to access variable, I'm writing here, to access, okay, we can access full name variable using the object reference. How? I'll tell you. See here, customer dot. What is that? Customer dot. Okay, if you are using Eclipse, what will happen? Once you put dot, it will automatically show. Okay, customer dot full name is equal to, I can write down some value. What is this one? This one here, I am writing here dot. Okay, you able to understand or not? Here dot, I am writing here dot. Dot means belongs to. Okay, belongs to. I'll write down here. Okay, in the above program. Okay, dot means belongs to. That means full name is a variable which belongs to customer object, Understand, everyone? Similarly, we can create n number of different objects. See, similarly, you're creating customer too. See, why I am saying this is, so here I'm going to take it once again. Okay, instead of full one, I can take this one only. This line, if I take, you will be able to understand, right? Okay, how do you write the programming here? Manager. What is that? Manager. Object creation of type manager. Of type person only, but object creation for manager. Otherwise, I'll write down manager object creation. See, I'll just mention one point here. This is customer object creation. Okay, understand clear, everyone? See here, similarly, we can create a number of different objects. Now you can access that. What is that? Manager dot full name. Will you be able to access here or not? So here full name belongs to manager object. So total, how many times you have used full name? 2 times. How many different purposes you have used here? Summary. Here in the above program, full name is being reused for multi-purpose. For what purpose? Multi-purpose. N number of times you may reuse for multi-purpose. One time for customer and another time as manager. Can I come up with the cashier also? Can I come up with like suppose you have 10 different roles of people. For example, you take one example. What is the example? You take an example of real estate application you are creating. Means you are a real estate vendor. Okay, so anyone who is going to come to you, you will show them houses and you will sell them. Okay, whatever the real estate property, some property. So all the actors who are involved from beginning to ending of the sales transaction, you want to collect their data. How many actors will be there? First, consultant will be there. You call them a broker. Broker will have full name, ID card number, whatever, Aadhaar card number, some other address, everything you will collect. And you will have party, no? That's what buyer. Buyer also will have same properties, same variables will be there, buyer. And then seller will have same variables. And then registrar also will have same. Registrar is government department, but registrar is also one person. No? Who is the sub registrar from whom this has been done? No. So for all these, 4 times you don't create full name. 1 time only you declare full name. 4 objects you generate. How many? 4 objects you generate. Understand clear, everyone? That's such an actor. Who is the actor involved in this transaction process? Actor, person only. Person is acting as buyer. Person is acting as seller. Person is acting as registrar. Person is acting as mediator. All are same properties. They reuse for multi-purpose. You reuse. One program you write for multi-purpose reusability can be achieved by using object. It's not only variables, methods also we'll see in future. One method for multi-purpose. You'll see later. Okay. So I'll tell you one point. See, generally, what I have observed from the learners of Java from anywhere, what I observed mainly is they are teaching like student class is created. Student 1 is equal to new student of. Student 2 is equal to new student of. Student 3 is equal to new student of. This is how they are teaching. 3 students data you want to collect, you have to create 3 student objects. That is true, but not 3 student objects by declaring 3. Execute the class 3 times, 3 objects will be created. That way of learning is wrong. Even your textbooks are also wrong. There is no doubt. Textbooks are also wrong to teach that method also. You understand one point? Customer I declared, no. Same you mentioned like customer 1. One more time you write. One more time below you write down person, customer 1, this one. Okay. Take this. Customer 2. Customer 2. That's what they are teaching. Most of the institutions or some trainers are teaching student details. Okay, whatever it is. Customer 3, customer 4, this is wrong. This type of programming will never exist in the real world. You done customer, that's it. Customer 1, customer 2, like this you don't teach. Because people, you students may think like, if I want third customer, what should I do? I have to declare once again one more customer object. Yes or no? No, that's not true. See this. You have made 10 transactions. For 10 transactions, the program from beginning to ending 10 times executed or not. Each time only one object will be created. Overall, how many transaction objects, how many withdrawal transaction objects you created? 10. But not like withdrawal transaction WT1, WT2, WT3. So 10 students are registering, doesn't mean you have to write 10 times the object declaration. One student come and enroll, this program will be executed. One object will be created. Second student comes, same program will start from the beginning or not. Second object will be created. Don't learn it like student 1 object, student 2 object, student 3 object. 3 student data you want to collect. Suppose if I give you an example, create a program to collect 3 students data. Okay. We want to enroll them. How people will write now, I will tell you. Okay. Person student is equal to, student 1 is equal to new person. Person student 2 is equal to new person. Person student 3. They will set student 1 dot, student 2 dot, student 3 dot. Programmatically they are correct. Really they are not correct. Reality they are not correct. Why? 3 students I declare 3 positions here 3 times. Do I know how many students will enroll into my application? Every student, every time program execution is one enrollment. One student object only you get. ID will change. Student dot ID 1. Second time execution, increment the previous value, take from database, increment the value by 1. ID will be changing. Object will be same for everyone. Understand clear? So don't learn that type of process. If I give you a requirement, collect 3 students data. You write for collecting only 1 student data, ask me to execute 3 times. Understand? You put the same logic in the loop. For example, I'm telling same logic you are going to write in a 3 times execution you write, that's it. Otherwise don't write 3 times. Ask me to execute that particular application 3 times. 3 students want to enroll. First student will come, enroll me. Program execution will start. He will enter the data and give it to system. Done. Second student will come and enroll me only. He will do. Second student also same program will run or not. Or 3 will come at a time and execute once and 3 objects will be created. That's not true. You can design one being reused as 3. That is okay, but don't create 3 of student 1, student 2, student 3. That programming model, don't learn from your textbooks. Don't learn it. That's not the right way to learn. Because you are getting an impression like you are creating 3 objects of students by student 1 to 3. 60 people are enrolling. 60 times you'll declare. Wrong. Understand clear? I'm trying to let you know the real world how it should be. Okay. So the importance of object, what did you understand? The importance of object, what did you understand overall? What is the importance of an object? Yeah, object is going to make some components being reused for multi-purpose when you come up with different types of objects. S-Cross vehicle is there. Tell me any other Maruti vehicle. Maruti Brezza is there. Brezza is of one type. S-Cross is another type. Swift is another type. These 3 should be declared like vehicle. Okay. Maruti vehicle, Brezza is equal to new Maruti vehicle. Maruti vehicle, S-Cross is equal to new Maruti vehicle. Maruti vehicle, another one is equal to new Maruti. That is okay for now for our learning. Okay. 100 times you execute, 100 Brezzas will be created. 100 S-Cross will be created. 100 different Swift will be created. 100 Swift. Understand clear? Different types you want to come up, then it will be useful to go with object. Multi-purpose reusability. You can generate different types of objects for the same blueprint. Understand clear, everyone? Everyone clear, online students? So manager, customer, but they will share the similar things. Okay. So you are going to write the same program I'm going to share you. Okay. Same program I'm going to share you. You just practice this. You just practice this and write a homework program. You're able to do it or not? The syntax, what you need to remember for today? Not this one, right? Which one I am trying? Oh, this one. I just make it something meaningful. Okay. Okay. This is the way I'm writing, but generally you should not use space. Tomorrow, I will explain you about how you give input through the system. Okay. Runtime, how you'll provide input. Okay. For that, I need to tell you object, scanner object. That's why I started scanner object concept now. To teach you scanner object, I started object concept now. Okay, because while using, at least you should know. So our programming will proceed entirely with object oriented. Okay. So in today's session, what is the most important point to grasp? Any one of you tell me? Is it what is object or why we need object? Which one is important? What is the reason that object exists in the programming? Object concept, why? What is object? Everyone will know object is instance of class. Object has access the reference to the class. Using an object, we can access the members and variables of the class. All that we will say, that's okay. Okay, but that's not the point. That's the point to learn, of course, but that should not be something like a by heart. Leave it, that's okay. But main point that you need to grasp is why object concept we need in the program. Object concept is going to make your programming reusable, not like simple reusability. It's going to make your program reusability, giving multi-purpose to each component. Each component can be reused for multi-purpose. That's the concept. Understand clear, everyone? Online students, are you clear? Every one of you. Hope you are able to follow me and understand. Any doubts or any questions? In interviews, if they ask you what is object, don't simply tell them everything we see an object, because I have interviewed some people. They're telling everything we see is an object. Correct. Tell me what is technology you know. Tell me technically, then explain me with example. Object is instance of class. Learn the technology in technical words. Explain the technology in simple real words. Okay. So technically, you'll not be able to understand unless you convert and show it in the real world. That's why normal language is for explanation purpose. Further, technical language is for responding as a technical person. Okay, both you have to learn. Okay. Okay, write down one requirement. Working with objects. Working with object. Working with object. Everyone write down homework requirement which you will be doing. Create a class vehicle. Create a class vehicle with below properties, with below variables. Below variable. What are the variables of a vehicle? Vehicle number. Vehicle number is string. Don't think like vehicle number is integer, because it is combination of alphabets plus numbers. Alphabets plus anything is string only. Vehicle number is string. Vehicle number. Vehicle model. Vehicle model, that is also string. Vehicle model. Okay. Vehicle manufacturing company. Vehicle manufacturing company. That's the next one. Manufacturing company is the next one. We have already done it. Similar one. But now you are going to come up with objects. No? You can add 2 or 3 other properties. Manufacturing company, what is color? Vehicle color. Okay. Manufacturing year. Manufacturing year. That is also another parameter, another variable. Okay, understand clear? These 5 are enough. Okay. Okay, so this is a vehicle class. You're going to create these variables and all. You initialize some values to it, but we want to collect the details of car as well as, let's say, bike. Car as well as bike, right now. We want to collect the details of 2 different types of vehicles. 2 different types of vehicles. We want to collect the details of 2 different types of vehicles. One is car, another one is bike. Car or bike will have same properties or not? Same variables will be there for car as well as bike. Car will have a name, bike will have a name. Car will have manufacturing company, bike will have manufacturing. So 2 times you will be initializing for now. Learn to initialize twice, no worries. But how many objects will come in this program? How many objects? When you run this program, overall how many objects will be created? 2. 2 are of same or different? Objects are different but of type vehicle. Same type of vehicle, but objects are, one is car object, another one is bike. Okay, both both are vehicles only. Vehicle, car is a vehicle, bike is a vehicle. Both are vehicles only. Understand clear, everyone? So this is what you are going to write the program. This program I will share you, and this notes also I will share you. I will add one more point here. Where is it? Up to here only, right? I'll remove this. Today we discussed the theory up to here. Okay, using object we can access the variables and members, means methods of class. Both we can access. Okay, I have written this point because you may be feeling like we can access only variables. This is applicable for everything, in fact. Okay, for today this is the theory document, and class notes will have only concepts. Class notes will have only concepts, just mentioned concepts, and program will have program for your reference. Don't copy paste. Take that as a reference. Do that program by yourself. After done, this program you do without looking anywhere. Understand? You will get the idea to type syntaxes, remembering syntaxes and object creation process. So you don't know what is the reason we have initialized the variables. We have declared the variables outside public static void main, not inside. Outside I declared. Previous programs, inside. You declare outside only. Inside you want to try, it will fail. You will be learning soon. Variable types of variables, that time you will understand. Why outside, why not inside. When you go for inside, when you go for outside. Understand? That will be covered soon. Okay. So let me attach the documents to all of you. And online students, 11 members attended. Okay. You cannot save them. Full stack Java, 5 p.m. No? Java class. This is the one. Okay. Java class, February 26, 2024. Anytime if you open the class running notes document with the date, you will be able to find what is being taught at a high level. What topic is covered somewhat. And go to class notes or document, you'll be able to find the details of it in detail. Go to program, what program is being told, you'll come to understand. That's how we have organized it. Not this classroom Java. Person 2, right? Person 2. What else here? Oops basics now. The oops basics only we have that, and plus anything else. Program I have it as class running nodes, right? Where is class running nodes? Where did I save it? Not in this, I think. Somewhere I might just save it. Every day it should be available in the same place. Let's check once. Where do I have this file? Let me post up to here. I don't remember where I have saved it. This one Java batch 2. Open to read. Harsha Pega, Harsha Java batch 2, Java batch 2. Okay. Class running also I will move into theory documents so that I can easily access. Okay, done. So this is what I have shared for now. So here the most important part of today's learning is understanding the importance and purpose of object. Why we need object oriented programming. Any one of you, can you tell me now why we need object oriented programming? In one aspect you can simply tell. To achieve multi-purpose reusability of something, variables, methods, everything you can get multi-purpose. Again and again I don't want to write. I don't want to write 10 times the same thing. I want to use it with different references, means different objects. Okay, so I cannot collect the details of car manufacturing company, bike manufacturing company, that's it. Object will be car, object will be bike. One time declaration, multi-purpose. With one example you remember everything, then only you can understand much better, and forever you don't have to revise. Okay, when I say object, that should come into your mind is multi-purpose reuse. Class, when I say plan of a building, object is number of buildings. How many number? N number. Okay, fine, you can wind up for today. We'll continue tomorrow. Please connect to the session before 5 minutes to the 5 o'clock. At any cost I'll start at 5 o'clock, there's no doubt. I'll not wait for anyone. Please understand and cooperate.